Steelers Nation, glad to have you back. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, and thanks to everyone for supporting the channel. Now, let's get to it. Will Mike Tomlin be the Steelers head coach in 2026 if the Steelers don't make it to the playoffs this season? What's next for Mike Tomlin? Will he walk away, get fired, or keep leading the Steelers if they don't make a deep playoff run in 2025? The fan base is split, and the stakes feel higher than ever. So let's break this down. Introspectively, logically, and with a little bit of that black and gold passion, Mike Tomlin. Just saying his name sparks a reaction, doesn't it? For 18 years, this man has been the face of Steelers football. Since 2007, he's racked up 183 regular season wins, a Super Bowl ring in 2008, and another Super Bowl appearance in 2010. Oh, and let's not forget, he's never had a losing season. That's right, 18 seasons, and the worst he's ever done is 8-8. That's insane consistency in a league where chaos is the norm. But here's the thing. For all his regular season brilliance, the postseason has been a sore spot. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016, and they've been one and done in the playoffs 5 times since then. That's tough for a franchise with 6 Lombardi trophies, tied for the most in NFL history. So, as we head into 2025, with a revamped roster and big names like Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Ramsey, the pressure's on. Is this Tomlin's last stand, or is his job as cures Fort Knox? Let's dive into the debate. First, let's talk about why so many fans and the Steelers organization still back Mike Tomlin.
It's often said that success starts at the top. We know the culture this team, this organization has built, and Mike Tomlin has been here for years and years. Why do you still think he's the right man for this job?
I don't think you win as many games in this league as Mike has won and not be a good coach. The fact that we haven't had success in the postseason, that's something that I think will come with Mike. We've been in the hunt every year and have made the playoffs, most of the time that he's been here. And so, it's unfortunate that we haven't been able to take that next step. And that's what we're trying to do.
The guy's a legend for a reason, and his supporters have plenty of ammo to defend him. Point 1. Consistency is king. Tomlin's ability to keep the Steelers competitive year after year, no matter the roster, is almost supernatural. Think about it. Since Ben Roethlisberger retired, the Steelers have cycled through quarterbacks like Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, Russell Wilson, and Justin Fields. None of them screamed elite. Yet Tomlin still got this team to the playoffs in 2024. That's not just coaching. That's wizardry. Former Steelers safety Ryan Clark called it God talent, and he's not wrong. Point 2. Leadership. Tomlin's players love him. He's a motivator who gets guys to run through walls. Just look at how rookies voted him the coach they'd most want to play for before the 2025 draft. Even big-name acquisitions like Jalen Ramsey have sung his praises. Tomlin's not just a coach, he's a culture setter. Steelers legend Jerome Bettis recently said, "You gotta give him a quarterback. You're asking him to make wine out of water." And with Aaron Rodgers now under center, Tomlin's got his best shot since Big Ben's prime. Point 3. The Steelers don't fire coaches. This is huge. Since 1969, Pittsburgh has had only 3 head coaches: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Tomlin. The Rooneys, the team's owners, are loyal to a fault. Steelers beat writer Ray Fittipaldo and even former player James Harrison have said Tomlin's job is untouchable unless he chooses to leave. Harrison put it bluntly, "The only person who can get Mike Tomlin fired is Mike Tomlin." That's the Rooney way. Stability over knee-jerk reactions. For the pro-Tomlin crowd, it's simple. The guy's a future Hall of Famer who's kept Pittsburgh relevant despite quarterback chaos and a tough AFC North. Why mess with a good thing? Now, let's flip the script. There's a vocal chunk of Steelers Nation that's fed up, and they've got their reasons too. The Fire Tomlin crowd isn't just yelling into the void, they're pointing to real issues.
At long last, let's state the obvious and agree on it. Mike Tomlin should be fired. Quit. mutual parting, whatever. But he should be gonzo.
Point 1. Playoff failures. Since that last playoff win in 2016, the Steelers have been stuck in neutral, 5 one-and-done postseason trips, no advancement past the wild card round since 2017. For a fan base that expects Super Bowls, that's not just disappointing, it's unacceptable. Posts on X from fans scream frustration. The Steelers will never sniff a Super Bowl again until Mike Tomlin is gone. Ouch. Analysts like ESPN's Chris Canty and Michelle Smallman have even put Tomlin on the hot seat, arguing that another early exit could force a change. 2. Stale messaging. Some fans and insiders, like those quoted by CBS Sports' Aditi Kinkhabwala, say Tomlin's approach feels dated. Former players reportedly bite their tongues when talking about him, hinting at locker room frustrations. Stories of Antonio Brown and James Harrison getting special treatment or the team's slow adaptation to modern NFL strategies don't help. Ben Roethlisberger himself warned that trading away cultural guys like Minkah Fitzpatrick for win-now veterans risks losing the Steelers' identity. Point 3. High expectations for 2025. The Steelers went all in this offseason, bringing in Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, and others. This isn't a rebuild. It's a Super Bowl or bust roster. If Tomlin can't deliver at least one playoff win, critics argue it's time to move on. As one ex-post put it, hope is not a method. The pressure's real, and for some, another season of good but not great won't cut it. So what happens if 2025 is a bust? Let's say the Steelers miss the playoffs or get bounced early again. Is Tomlin's job really safe, or could he walk away? I truly believe that Tomlin would walk away after this year if there is no playoff run. 2025 feels like a tipping point. The Steelers have loaded up with veterans, signaling a win-now mentality. Aaron Rodgers might only have 1 or 2 years left, and players like Jalen Ramsey aren't getting younger. Tomlin's got the tools, but the clock's ticking. A deep playoff run, say a divisional round appearance or better, could quiet the critics and cement his legacy. Anything less, and the calls for change will get louder, even if the Rooneys don't budge. So where do you stand? Are you Team Tomlin, believing in his leadership and consistency? Or are you ready for a new chapter, even if it means breaking tradition? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from Steelers Nation. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Will Tomlin rise to the occasion in 2025, or is his time in Pittsburgh nearing an end? Only time will tell, and we'll all find out together. Until next time, I'm out.